Hi Gemini, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings, and yes, it's that time of month again where we are going to be doing the monthly readings. So looking ahead at November, what is in store for you? Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Every little bit really does make a difference. I've got quite a few decks going for this monthly reading. Okay, so we'll be starting off with the Cosmic Messages cards. I do have the Rising Moon Lenormand to clarify those messages. And then when we look at career and finances, I do have the Money Moves Oracle deck. And for love, I've actually got the Dark Confession Oracle cards as well. So just doing a little bit of a check-in with love, not going into too much detail for November. I did do two recent love readings, and there will be more, as November goes through. But I also have the Boji blog Lenormand in case we do need to clarify any of those messages with career or love as well. Okay, but getting into it for you, Gemini, as always, splitting the month, start, middle, and end, seeing if we're getting separate energies or follow-through energies. What is going on for Gemini in November? Gemini, November for our Geminis. Start, middle, and end of November for Gemini, please. Okay, so starting the month off here, we do have the compete energy. You are under tremendous competitive pressure. Okay, so there is something competing for your attention, putting you under pressure, feeling the need to compete for something or with something this month. But we do see the potentiality coming through in the middle of the month here, young and energetic with great energy. So for some of you, this is specifically actually talking about career, that there is someone that you're having to compete with, a sort of a younger, fresher energy in your workplace, in your career. And for some of you, it's like more to do with like a business. There's a new business that is being, bringing a competition to your door with your business, that sort of thing. We will clarify this as we go through, of course, but, I do feel for a lot of you that is actually work connected there for a lot of you. But we do also see the month finishing off here with the cradle. Okay, which is the butterfly-shaped star cradle nebula, which that is representative of, butterfly energy as well as cradle energy. So this new beginning, this young and energetic, great energy that's coming through in the middle of the month here, it is actually bringing with it a lot of opportunities for you yourself to transform and move forward in a positive way from this competition. Okay, so it's kind of like this competition with this younger, more energetic energy it's giving you this incentive, I suppose, to really look at how you can do things in a new kind of way, in order to compete with that energy. So it's kind of like that friendly competition energy that actually really, it's like you may have been sort of stuck in a rut, or very set in your ways with something, and this new energy is actually sort of bursting through. It feels initially, it feels like a little bit competitive, but then it's actually, that potential of hang on, well, where can I go with this, and what can I do to compete with this energy, and actually, transforming things within your own self, within your business, your career stuff, you know, with a fresh kind of set of eyes to really transform things in a more positive way for yourself. So it's like a brand new beginning in a lot of ways here, pulling you out of any sort of stuck energy, in a very positive way. I'm picking up here. Clarifying this energy for Gemini, please. Compete potentiality and cradle energy for Gemini in November. What's going on here for Gemini in November, please? So I am seeing pretty much the same message coming through initially here. We will go a little bit deeper into this, but we do firstly have the masculine. Okay, so this is the energy that you have been under, the very masculine, ordered, controlled kind of energy. Where we're not acting from emotion. We're trying to be very logical and rational, and very structured, doing things the way that they've always kind of been done. The masculine energy, it's like very controlled kind of thing. So we do see that this potentiality, this young and energetic energy, we have the coffin coming through here, which is that transformation energy all over again. So we did see that cradle and that butterfly energy there. So this is actually sort of, once again, like I said, giving you this new fresh set of eyes on things around you at the moment, and giving you this opportunity to end this masculine energy for yourself and move into a more feminine energy where you're actually nurturing, growing, assessing emotional concepts rather than just the rigid way of doing things that we've always done things. So I do feel as though this is that transformation, the new beginning that's coming from the ending. So you may have, with that masculine and competitive energy there, if this, for example, is a business kind of thing, you may have been the only business providing that service or good, and then all of a sudden here comes this young energetic energy providing the same thing but in a different kind of a way, and the ending of you being the only player on the board, and the new beginning for you to actually start anew and have this fresh look at things where you're bringing in all this new energy getting piped straight in there. So maybe it's, can we do things in a different way to maintain this competitive energy and actually kind of fight back here, is what I'm sort of picking up, because we do have the mountain coming through there as well. So that is sort of letting us know that this is, it's feeling as though there's been a bit of a delay, or this is an obstacle. So I feel as though that's referring mostly to the way that you're perceiving this. Okay, so initially we're seeing the mountain as, this is an obstacle, this is a big sort of a delay in our business, or I'm just going to continue with that example of that being a business here, because that seems to be what it's going to be for a majority of you, some sort of career or business related thing. But it does seem to be, these blockages, this new company, this energetic energy, it's kind of competing with us all of a sudden, and so it does feel like it's a blockage in the way of your success. But the interesting thing about the mountain energy is that, as long as you put in that hard work and you persevere and you're determined to reach the top of that mountain, we reach higher pinnacle of achievement with that mountain energy. Okay, so it's kind of like it's giving you this opportunity to reach higher levels within the business. Like I just keep getting this same energy of being very stuck in a way, or have done the same thing for 10 years, 20 years. And this is actually like, it's an opportunity in disguise. It's disguised initially as some sort of obstacle, or this is going to make things harder for us. But all of a sudden you're realizing that no, this is actually this injection of fresh energy that we really needed to, reach a higher level of achievement here. And then once you, hit that pinnacle, you can sort of see your way clear. And so there is a little bit of hard work involved. I'm not going to lie. There is a little bit of hard work involved in achievement here for you this month. And I do feel for a lot of you that this month it's really going to be putting in that hard work, being faced with this obstacle of new, younger energy, hitting heavy. But then, by the end of the month, that's when you actually do start to realize that, hang on, this is an opportunity in disguise rather than just an obstacle. This is actually an opportunity to, really expand Um, so I just want to get some more information about what specifically this is in regard to, because like I said, I am intuitively picking up for a lot of you this is some sort of career message, but I do just want to just double check here if there's anything I'm missing, because I do feel that there may be something I'm missing about this situation for you, Gemini. Just clarifying what aspect of life this is in regard to for our Geminis, please. It doesn't really want to tell me a specific aspect. It's, well, so it definitely could be different aspects for everyone, but we do see the birds as well as the anchor there. Okay, so the birds, I do feel like the birds is generally talking about conversations. It's a communication card. It can be, like, but I really feel as though for you here, it's something that you've been wanting to take flight, and you've been wondering why this hasn't taken off the way that you've wanted it to. Okay. So once again, I'm just going to keep using that reference of a business here. That you've wanted this business to do well, but it's been feeling, very sort of stuck, held in place, and no movement with that there. But it's something that you've been wanting to sort of take flight. You've been wanting this to take flight for quite a while, I feel, and you've kind of really had a lot of conversations about what can we do to, sort of get the wind under our wings and take flight here, and you know rather than being stuck, allowing that stuckness to be a dependability, a reliability that all our customers can rely on us, that kind of thing. Um and it's really just to inspire movement here. I just keep getting the same messages coming through in regard to this. So it's not wanting to be super specific here, Gemini, but we'll have a look with the career and work sector here, and see if we can get any more details specifically. But I do feel for a lot of you that this month is going to be very career, work, money heavy. So that this is going to probably resonate the most in one of those aspects: career, work, money. Okay, so take it as because it could also be something to do with your personal life as well. I'm just not, it's not giving me those examples. Work, job, career, money for our Geminis in November. What does Gemini need to know about work, career, and money in November, please? These cards don't like shuffling. We do see protection on the bottom of the deck there with the guardian angels. Firstly, we have many choices. So this is opportunities, lots of new choices of how we're going to go with this stuff. Opportunities abound when you are in a dilemma. All roads lead to Rome. Look at all your options. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this is initially, it's going to feel like a dilemma, but it's actually like giving you all these extra options of where can I go from here? What can we do to combat that competitive energy? We do see the expression card coming through here as well. So I do feel as though it's going to really, some of those choices are going to be things, for some of you, it's things that you've maybe had in the back of your mind for quite a long time, and you just never really knew how to get that off the ground within what the aspects here. And for others of you, it's kind of like some of these things are like, it's really telling me like creative expression, like the things that you really never would have thought would have worked, and all of a sudden you see this competitor making something work, and you kind of realizing that actually really would work, but like doing it differently, of course, and that really would work. this crazy thing that I never thought would work, it actually will. And so using a lot of creative expression when it comes to working out what your new choices are here. Open up your heart and connect with others, expressing your creative self. So I do feel as though you've got and you've got other people as well. Many choices in using people's creativity and their self-expression to expand here. So it's really giving you this opportunity to transform and expand. So even if it feels a little bit, oh, what's going on? This is a blockage. This is an obstacle. It once again, it's that opportunity in disguise. It's an opportunity to expand and to incorporate more creativity and self-expression from people around you into what you're doing here. We also have wealth. Okay, so this is the path you need to be on. This is the path that is necessary for wealth. You're moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work. So once again, like I said, the level of achievement that's going to be possible from this transformation is higher than the level of achievement without this transformation. Okay, so you're on the right path here. Continue, push ahead. Look at all your different choices. This is opening up a wealth of opportunity for you with all this stuff. So really take that on board, Gemini. But having a look at love, okay, we are using the Dark Confessions Oracle cards. So for love and romance, it may be messages from your higher self. It may be messages from platonic love connections. It may be messages from your person, okay? But they're a little bit darker minded, just to sort of let you know in advance. Gemini, what does Gemini need to know in regard to love for November? What does Gemini need to know in regard to love in November, please? I have many regrets that keep me from moving forward. That's your highest self, Gemini, and that's got to do with what we've already spoken about. Holding regret for the things that you haven't done in the past, or that you have done in the past and that never worked out. Some of those things, it may be the time that is actually going to work out for you now, just doing it in a bit of a different way, especially with that career stuff once again. But these do seem to be more to do with actual romantic love here. I don't understand what you see in me. I don't feel attractive. So someone is questioning why you feel towards them with love. Like, I feel like maybe needing some reassurance of the physical attractive stuff between yourself and them. They're having some issues with their self-worth. This person does seem to be having some issues at the moment, Gemini. I feel empty and hollow inside. I can't open up to you right now. Okay, so it's all stemming from within. They're having some issues within their own self. I feel as though they're struggling to open up and let you know what's going on for them. But you probably intuitively are noticing that yourself. They are seeming to have some self-worth on a physical attractiveness kind of thing. So there may just be the need to offer some reassurance to somebody around you at the moment when it comes to love. I just want to double check with the Lenormand if there's anything else that Gemini needs to know in regard to love. I'm just not feeling that those cards are giving us enough information here, so we'll just do a double check for you. Okay, Gemini, what does Gemini need to know in regards to love for November? Love in November for our Geminis, please. You're at a bit of a crossroad yourself here, Gemini. We have the crossroad coming through there. So you are sort of maybe being asked to make some choices when it comes to love and romance at the moment. I do feel as though the next cards I'm seeing are an indication of what the choice that is being thrown at you at the moment here, because we do have the broom, which is the whip, but this is the broom in this particular deck, which usually just shows us that there's some drama we need to sweep out, get rid of, do some spring cleaning, especially of our emotions. We have the moon there as well. So needing to really, clean out our emotions, and choosing to rid ourselves of, once again, the regrets that are stopping you from moving forward here. So if there are regrets that you are holding on to, you're needing to choose to, move past the past, sweep that out, spring clean your emotional self, and no longer be, choose to no longer hold on to those negative emotions connected to love, connected to a specific person for some of you there as well. But it really, it's free will. There's a lot of free will here with the crossroads. So you're being asked to, really concentrate on removing any old energy during November. Usually when we do see that sort of energy, it does let us know that there's some big changes coming through in the near future when it comes to love and romance. But I do feel as though your focus for November is actually going to be career stuff for a lot of you here, Gemini. So when it comes to the love stuff, it's just getting rid of any energy that's no longer serving you, so that when love is ready to, be the prominent factor for you, that you are ready for that as well. Okay, so clean up house when it comes to your emotional self and love. So for some of you, I am picking up that there's at least one of you, that there's somebody in your love life that you intuitively know is kind of too much drama for what they're worth, is what I'm hearing here. And it's giving you this option to, now's the time to choose to walk away from that, or sweep that out of your life, and you know, clear those cobwebs, ready to, build brand new in the near future. So I'm just sort of intuitively feeling for a lot of you, December, January is when we're going to sort of, if we sweep everything out now and clean out that space, December, January is when we can start, filling that back up again. All right, but that's what we have for you today, Gemini. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Please subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon.